we went to this Camp Ford place where it was a replica of the Civil War. It was a Civil War battlefield or whatever. Not well known, but we were there, and the obelisk was saying soldiers outside, cough, because there was tuberculosis and other sicknesses like that that went through that camp. So it was making sense last night. K2 was going crazy. Then we went to this really, really cool place that we had to pay homage, kind of like we did at the Kendrick House with the tobacco, but we used cornmeal. And there were, I believe, 13 tribes of Indians that we had to pay homage to, the Circle of Life, before we went on to the actual big, huge monument. And the weird thing about it is the circle that we were in, nothing would grow. No trees, nothing. It's just like no trees, but there's forest all around you, and you could hear the coyotes and stuff going on. And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're standing in the middle of this thing with coyotes all around us. I'm like, yeah, we're crazy. We're crazy as hell when it's freezing, but we're out here listening to coyotes and trying to get EVPs. And I was taking some pictures, and I posted them. They look really wicked, but it's just moisture, but they look really cool, you know, but I know that they're moisture. So it's not that I'm posting any kind of evidence that I got from last night, but it was so cool last night. We went to, you know, another beautiful home. I mean, it was just a good night altogether. And he took us to like 5 or 6 different places. So I love going to any place that I didn't even know Tyler had stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, so when, like, I came up to the Joplin and you took me to Kendrick House and took us to the Olivia Apartments and all that, that was an amazing trip.
Mm-hmm. And we're looking forward to your coming back and investigating 3 different locations with us.
Yeah, we're not paranormal junkies or nothing, are we?
Hey, Selena, I'm supposed to tell you hi from Doris and Eileen, a couple of our regulars. I'm sure you've met them.
They actually wanted to be here today.
Do what?
They wanted to be here today. They're with us all the time, and we're going to be here and then couldn't last minute. So. Oh wow. So
that sucks. So how did your event go last night? I wanted to find out from you how your event went last night, because I kind of wanted to be at that.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it went well. It was, yeah.
We had a real good turnout. Haven't reviewed anything yet. I mean, they had a little activity. Energy was a little agitated.
Yeah, energy wasn't good last night. I don't know what was going on, but somebody was here, we think, causing an issue. But.
Yeah, it was almost as if someone, they weren't happy with someone here or something. But.
They've been great today.
Yeah.
They're happy everybody's gone and it's just you guys. Well, after we went to the Myrtles, I helped lead an investigation for Texas Ghostly Gatherings, my friend Annette, the one that we're coming up there with. And we were at the Wiedemeyer Academy in Belton, Texas. Will and Bree and them were just so cool to us, and the house is just so pretty. Active like you would not believe. I've never used a Connect system before. And the guy Bill and his wife Paula set up a Connect system. And we caught, I guess, a rain dancing apparition. I'm not sure what the hell he was doing at the bottom of the stairs. But the stick figure, it was like he was freaking out. You can see Bill and my cousin Buddy walk up the stairs because the Connect was pointed at the staircase. Mm-hmm. And then you could see this stick figure like floating above the base of the stairs. I don't know what it was doing. and so my cousin and her friend Carissa were looking at the monitor going, is that us? And trying to debunk it, you know, moving their hands. And they're like, that shit ain't us. And they go, Selena, come look at this. I was in the other room talking to 2 other ladies, you know, way away from it. So it wasn't us. And I run in the room and they're freaking out and they go, what is that? And so I tell the guy's wife, Paula, I go, why don't you go check it out and debunk it? Maybe it's a glitch. You know, check it out and see what's going on. Well, when she went towards it, it was kind of reversed when it was looking at, when it was, when we were viewing it, it looked reversed. So I told her, I said, she's really a scaredy cat. And I go, oh my God, it's running after you. And she freaked out about wet her pants, jumped about over me, running away from it. And then the guys came downstairs, and you could see the figure that we captured, like, freak out and, like, do this, like, oh my God, like, holy shit, they're over here and they're up there, I'm trapped. And then it just darted upstairs.
Wow.
That was amazing.
So how did they use the Kinect system to do this?
You know, I don't know. They got the Kinect, like, it's been done on Ghost Adventures before. They've used it on Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the same one I saw on Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, and he downloaded, excuse me, he downloaded a program that works with the Kinect for that purpose. And so, I mean, we were all, when we got there, kind of playing around with it, going, what's going on? And that's why when we saw the stick figure, and none of us were in front of the camera, we were like, wow. But that's not the only thing that happened at the Wiedemeyer when we were there. I mean, we were not there an hour, and we were all sitting in the front room doing an EVP session, and I had motion sensors, like, in the doorway, and up the staircase, and then I had a REM pod sitting in the bathroom. And in sequence, after I asked how many people were with us, that light behind me went off in the doorway, the light in that doorway went off, and then they went up the stairs, and then the REM pod went off in the bathroom. I go, well, I guess they had to use the potty. They just went straight for the REM pod in the bathroom. But we got activity all night long, as far as we'd be in one room and we'd hear something and footsteps in the other room. So, I mean, I had 2 weekends of really great stuff, and then I took kind of a weekend off, and then I went to the Tyler thing last night. So
couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I was starting to itch and, you know, get all that, you know, feeling back. I had to go and get me a fix.
There you go. That's all right. Every Monday morning, John sends Misty and I a message that says, I'd rather be ghost hunting.
Yeah. Anything besides Monday morning, yeah.
That's right.
Anything besides, I'm not going to say it because some of my users watch this. I'll just keep quiet.
I think it's safe to say that John's addicted to ghost hunting. So
yeah, it happens. It does happen. You know, the girls and a couple of the guys last night that went with us on the little deal were like, well, how did you get into ghost hunting? And when I told them about the doppelganger story, they were like they were like enthralled. They couldn't get enough of it. And I said, you know, I don't know. I'm still learning about doppelgangers and what all that means, but yeah, that'll definitely throw your paranormal addiction into overdrive once you see something like that. And you know, that did it for me. Yeah. So I want to see something come walking at me.
I hear you. Now, Selena, you told me that story before, but go ahead and relate it for viewers.
Okay, well, so it's almost been 2 years now. March 8th will be 2 years that I lost my best friend, but he had stage 4 lung cancer, and I went up there the last month to Seattle, Washington to take care of him. And we lived in like a condo type apartment that went upstairs and downstairs, and he didn't have any lung capacity. He never had been downstairs where I slept. He always was upstairs trying to sleep. He couldn't lay down or anything. He had to sit up. And so I was downstairs talking on the phone, and the door kind of cracked open, and I thought it was the cat. It wasn't a cat. It opened up a little bit more, and I swear to you to this day that it was my best friend standing in the doorway, kind of staring at me. And I was like, dude, are you okay? And you have to remember, when somebody's like at the end of their life, they have them on pretty much a lot of good drugs, like morphine, time release, liquid morphine. So I had given him his morphine, and I thought that maybe he had done more and had wandered downstairs by accident.
Right.
And he was just standing there, and I was like, dude, are you okay? And I screamed his name, and he didn't say anything. He just kind of slowly kind of turned and walked away, and I jumped right up and went after it, and there was nothing there.
Oh, wow.
And it had, I mean, the figure had his gray hair, his gray sweatshirt, his gray sweatpants, the socks, everything. I just couldn't see a clear face because of the way the light was coming in from the street. Mm-hmm. I couldn't see it all the way, but it was Kenny standing in my doorway. But when I got up and there was nothing there, I mean, of course I was freaking out because I know what I saw. And it was a full-bodied apparition in front of me, and it was Kenny. So when I went up the stairs to check on him, he had no shirt on, and he was almost asleep. So there was no way in his condition that he could have gotten from my door up the stairs without some sort of magical thing happening. Wow. And he saw my face and was like, I go, dude, did you see anything? Because, you know, the thing is, if the person sees their doppelganger or their spirit image or whatever, that's it. They're done. And I was so worried about him seeing that. My heart was beating. My eyes were huge. I was like white as a sheet. And he could tell. I mean, I'd been friends with him since I was 18 years old. He could tell something had flustered me really bad, and I was freaked out. So I had to tell him, and I begged him, please tell me, did you see that? And he did not see it. So, but although 2 days later, I had to call 911 because he was unresponsive to me and he didn't come out of the hospital. Oh. So that'll kind of do it for you. It freaked me out beyond words. So, I mean, people think I'm crazy. Like my friend up there, Matt in Seattle, he's like, yeah, you saw Kenny's doppelganger. I'm like, you can think what you want, but I know what I saw.
Right.
So, yeah, that'll do it for you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I do have a random question.
Yeah.
Ask that. What does fear stand for?
Did Lisa happen to tell you what that may stand for?
No, I still don't. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Okay, well, we have two actual meanings for fear.
Oh, no.
And I'll give you the exclusive.
Okay.
The made-for-TV fear is for everything a reason. Okay? But we actually stand for fuck everything and run. And
awesome.
So, yeah, not only that, but we were, Penny hates this. She was like, please, we cannot be named Lips. We were going to be named Lips because it was just kind of funny, and it was going to be lesbian investigators of paranormal shit. Well, she said, okay, we got to be taken seriously, so let's try to think up another name.
That's awesome.
Right?
I like Lips.
And now we have we have two males on our team, so now we're not just lesbians anymore. So, you know, it's pretty good. They might be lesbians in their own, you know, mind, but yeah. Yeah, okay.
He's down.
Howard Stern said if he ever came back, he'd come back as a lesbian, right? It's not too rough.
Oh my God, you're hilarious. Oh, okay.
Back on track.
I want a Lips Paranormal Society shirt too. So
sometime we're going to sit down and come up with a list of names for groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. What names should be used.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them out there, I'm like, okay. It's kind of crazy the way everything has come together, but it's also amazing because, you know, some people it takes so many years to even meet the people that I've been able to meet, and I feel so incredibly blessed to know you and Chip Coffey and Johnny Hauser and all these cool people. I mean, I've just met the coolest people in this journey, and it's just went from 0 to 200 miles an hour, and I'm holding on for dear life and loving the ride. I mean, I've met like I'm serious, the coolest people, and then I've met some of the weirdest people in this field too now. I'm not going to lie to you. I had my crazy card.
John, I will slap you.
I know I had my crazy card, but some of these people have been punched on that sucker a couple more times than I have.
Oh yeah, we've met a few too.
Yeah, I'm like, woo, you are really out there, and I thought I was out there. No, you're
one of my favorite things I talk about crazy people is I went on a tour in Branson, Missouri, and the first thing the lady tells me, of course there's like 20 people there. We all have their little cameras, you know, and ready to catch a ghost. She says, okay, you take as many pictures as you can. If it's a blue orb, it's a boy. If it's a red orb, it's a girl. I got lost it. I kid you not. I was like, oh my God, are you serious?
We caught a pink orb in this house too, by the way.
So
girl here. It's a girl.
A little girl. How sweet.
Well, she was wearing a little pink dress too.
I think we might have a little bit, we might raise the energy level so high at John Wise' house if we all got together. We might not be able to capture all that evidence.
We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time.
Looking forward to that one.
But yeah, I mean, you can hear some crazy stuff out there. I mean, that's just a good example, you know. And I don't know why people pull those antics, but they do.
Yeah, they definitely do, and you know that it makes. I hate it because it makes some of us real, true investigators that really do it for the whole passion of learning more about it. Makes us look kind of stupid, and I hate that. And you know, like with Shadows, I wanted a different type of DVD. You know, but you can only do so much storytelling in 1 hour of film. So there's always projects that I can do on my own to show these places that I've been to and how amazing they are. Like Yoakum Hospital, that place was crazy. I've been to Butterworth's Mortuary in Seattle, Washington. That place was nuts. Duff Green Mansion, incredibly crazy there. Apparitions. Huh?
Where's Duff Green Mansion at?
Duff Green is in Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Okay.
Actually, we are, my friends at Paranormal Society of New Orleans are having a big thing down there, April 5th. And it's like, they're going to tour it and stuff like that and do an investigation with, I think with some of the Deep South Paranormal guys. I'm not for sure on that, because they're waiting to get their contract or whatever renewed, Deep South Paranormal. I met Kevin Betzer, the guy, Kevo from Deep South. I met him at Myrtle's, and he was a complete mess, and they're having a deal at Duff Green. But I went there with Brad and Barry, and that's when they actually asked me to be on Shadows on 66, when the drive to Duff Green from Dallas. And we were there. It was a Civil War field hospital. They took over this home, and it's actually the people that own it now are direct descendants of Robert E. Lee.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. And Robert E. Lee is supposedly my 7th or 8th great-grandfather. So when I walked in the house, it was like, whoa, how cool is this? And this might be my 7th great-grandfather. And all his, like, swords and photos and stuff like that. Oh, some just touched him.
It did. There was something jagged on the back of my neck.
We do. It's okay.
That place we stayed in, the downstairs, where there's 3 floors to the place. It's the downstairs, and that was the surgery area where my room that I stayed in was where they cut off the limbs, and the room where the other girls stayed in was the room they piled the limbs up in, and to where they were flowing out of the windows. And there's been known to be like armless, legless apparitions, missing limb, things like that downstairs. 2nd floor was like Union, and 3rd floor was Confederate, and it still has a huge cannonball in the roof with plexiglass around it from when it was shot from the river. It's really a cool place. Footsteps, like I said, apparitions. I was down there in my room trying to sleep and put the periscope by the door and hadn't been asleep or tried to be asleep anyway, 5 minutes in bed, and it lit up my whole room. And I could hear footsteps coming towards my bed. I just was like, okay. I was waiting for something to sit on the bed or touch me or something, and I was like, oh my God, this is really weird. But that we got a really good EVP from there. It was Class A. There's an apartment behind Duff Green that the family, when they told them, we're taking your house over, you got to get out, the family went and stayed in this apartment, and it's kind of underneath the ground. And we were down there, it was like me and 6 other women, and I had been whistling Dixie all night, and my friend Kathy was like, holy shit, would the spirits just do something so this bitch will stop whistling Dixie? Oh my God. And her girlfriend goes, just one more time, just one more time. I said, it's got to be rattling something up. You know what I mean? One side or the other is not going to like it, so let's do it. So I did, and you can hear when they were reviewing it, right after I whistled, you could hear a man's voice, no. And I mean, as clear as day, and there was not one man in that room with us. So, and it was funny because Linda told Kathy, see, I told you if she just did it one more time that we'd get something. So it wore Kathy out that I was whistling Dixie, though, for hours.
Hey, you gotta make triggers, that's right.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Is it a random one?
It kind of is a random question in a way. What would be your dream location anywhere in the world? What is your dream location to go to investigate?
Ooh.
Playboy Mansion. That's mine.
Yeah. I want to do that. Let's do that. Anybody out there got contacts to Hugh? Let us know.
Yeah, Selena and I got this.
Have them periscopes lighting up like you wouldn't believe.
We might even take Jared to. He's only 16 now. He probably popped.
He might. I think probably I'm kind of leaning towards the Alcatraz. And it's a real toss-up because I really want to go to the Stanley Hotel too. So that's kind of a toss-up. It's a real tie. I've got a bucket list of the paranormal that would blow your mind. Barry and Brad made the mistake of saying, do you have your bucket list written down? I'm like, you sure you want it? How much time you got? So they're like, been there. I go, shut up. I know y'all have been there, you know, punks. I mean, y'all don't have to rub it in. I mean, come on. But yeah, it's like 2.5 pages long. But I think Alcatraz would be where I really want to go on a lockdown in Alcatraz.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
As long as I can get my ass out, I'm good.
I think I would want to go to, let me think here, probably the Holy Baci Forest in Romania.
Ooh, that would be fun too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long flight, though.
I know, right? Long flight, but man.
You let me know how it goes.
I think there's free booze on international flights, though, so.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, I'd have to take a Xanax and drink me a couple screwdrivers.
We'll wait
And then I wouldn't care where we were flying over.
We land, we'll wake you up.
Right? Right?
How about you, John?
What?
Dream location.
Dream location.
Oh, I just told you.
Okay, no, not Playboy.
You know it's haunted. You know it's haunted.
Seriously.
Not Playboy Mansion.
I like any of those. I mean, I really want to see like a lot of the castles and stuff in like Ireland and Scotland and stuff like that. But that's just from a personal, from a spiritual standpoint and from a paranormal standpoint. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Well, I got good news for you. There's actually my friend Annette from Texas Ghostly Gatherings. They have 4 spots left to go to the Ireland Castle for a whole week. Air hotel, castle for a whole week, full run of it, everything for like $1,800, and you get to pay it out. Wow. We're going in 2015.
Oh, that'd be
you have to send me the info on that.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Oh, that might be fun. I wouldn't come back.
That's even better, you know. I think you have to pay like $200 to hold your spot, and then just have it paid off by a certain time, and you go like March 2015 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I wish you guys could come down here to Texas because we're having some really cool conferences down here, actually. We're having 2, like, back-to-back in April, which I'm speaking at, which, like I said, is a pretty big deal for me. Wish me luck that I don't catch the hives and go straight to well, I was supposed to.
I can't imagine you fainting.
If nothing else, I'll just make them laugh. You know what I mean? I'll just get off track with my ADD and go off. But yeah, there's going to be the Tyler. Actually the first one is the History, Haunts, and Legends in Jefferson that we were talking about. She has it twice a year. So that's going to be real cool. And Fear is actually leading the investigations with a couple other teams. There's like 4 or 5 locations, so it takes like 4 or 5 teams to help her out with it. Wow. We're going to do that April the 12th, and then on the 26th, we're going to be in Tyler, Texas, at the Tyler Paracon, which is supposed to be really amazing. It's like the 2nd annual Tyler Paracon, and the places that we're going to get to investigate. Fear is also going to be hosting an overnight there. So Fear has come a long way in 3 to 4 years, and I'm pretty freaking excited about how fast and how our reputation has, been kept the way I like it. And we don't do drama, and we don't do bickering and stuff like that, like some of the people get into. We forbid that in our team. We won't do it, and it's one of the big deals. We give back, and we don't do drama. So
that's our philosophy too.
Yeah, and it's gotten us. I mean, it's you just have to do it for the right reasons, and we're doing it for the right reasons. We got into it because we love helping people. We love getting answers, and I need answers. Penny needs answers. All of our teammates have lost someone close, and it's somewhat comforting sometimes to help someone else, get that closure. And somewhere along the way, I'm sure that I will have closure of my own. I'm sure Kenny's going to pop through one of these times and let me know all is good and stuff like that. So, it's, as long as you keep doing it for the right reasons and you keep trucking, everything should be good and successful with your team. It's when you start getting screwed up with all this other crap that messes you up. So I like to keep good peeps around us, like you guys, and rock on. And people with the same likes and passion for the paranormal that I have, and that seems to work out so far so good. 2014 is exploding, actually, so I can't wait for the last half of it.
That's right. I hear you there. And for anyone who's interested in joining you guys on any of your these conferences or events that you're doing, what's a good way for them to get a hold of you?
They can get our Facebook page. I always am on the Facebook page updating with evidence or cases or conferences or whatever about fear that we need to tell everybody. It's Fear Paranormal Society Facebook page, and then we have fearparanormal.wix.com /fear-1, and that will get you to our brand new and improved website. We also have tickets for Chip Coffee's Coffee Talk that we're selling for Chip on our events tab, and you can get any of the dates. Fear is actually going up to Little Rock April the 5th and helping him usher and host, and kind of he's helping Fear get promoted and stuff too. In Little Rock, we're helping him out with his coffee talk. So we got tickets for that, tickets for History, Haunts, and Legends, the numbers on our events tab, and then of course the Ghosthunter tab, store tab that I have on there. You can just click on there and shop away, and we got layaway if you can't afford it all at one time. There's ways to save money here and there. He's got a special going on right now for Valentine's Day, so you can always put that code in on my link and save you a little bit of money. And if you need anything Paranologies wise, send me a message on Fear Facebook page, and I'll hook you up and take care of you. I can save you money either place, really. And I'm happy to do that, because I know that being a team myself and trying to get funds for equipment is is not the easiest, and I can't just go out on any corner anymore and just hook it up. I probably have to be getting
Wow. On that note, I'm going to go make a buck. I still got it for an old fat man. Yeah, baby.
I still got it too, but I just don't know if they'd pay for it.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm not sure we'd get any investigating done if we were all the same. Really, huh?
We'll find out at the end of May, dude. We will find out at the end of May.
We'll find out. It'll be fun.
Well, Selena, what else? What would you like to plug right now?
Yeah, we got about 3 minutes, so.
About 3 minutes. Just, I just want everybody to actually go and get tickets to History, Haunts, and Legends and the Tyler Paracon right now. I'm also speaking at the Granbury Paranormal Expo, but that's way in May, so I'm sure everybody will forget about that between now and all the hunts that we're going to be doing between now and May. But I'll be speaking at that one with a guy from the X-Files named Dean Haglund. Do you remember him? He was the long-haired, blonde-haired guy. He'll be there. It's just me, him, and another lady, and I'm like, ugh. No pressure. But anyway, so yeah, just come out to History, Haunts, and Legends and Tyler Paracon in April, because Fear's going to be there, and we're going to be selling Fear shirts and Fear bumper stickers and ghost hunting equipment out the wazoo. I'll have a vendor table at both those places for the Ghosthunter Store. Like I said, if you need any periscopes, just send me a message and I'll give you the price and how to pay, and we'll get it ordered for you, and Jeremy will get it to you. Or any other Paranologies equipment that he's got. I'll do my best to save you whatever money I can. I appreciate you having me on, and I cannot freaking wait to get back up there and see you.
I'm looking forward to having you.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Better be ready, John, man.
Oh, I'm ready. I got my lederhosen and my tutu ready to go. It's gonna be
Oh my God! Rock on.
With the stilettos.
And my stilettos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll borrow mine, honey.
This could be.
Can you see my big butt walking in some stiletto?
That would be funny.
You gotta see my big butt trying to walk in flats. My mama tried. That's all I can tell you. Thanks so much for having me on, Lisa.
Well, thank you.
Selena, we really appreciate you.
John, nice to meet you, Misty. Again.
Yeah, again.
Well, thank you very much. We'll give you a 5-minute breather, and we ask everyone to stay tuned for Closer to Death with Selena Roane.
All right, have a good one, you guys.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Selena. Bye.
Thanks.